It's nearly lunchtime and the sun is fighting for coming over the mountain. The upper part of my garden is in the light, and down there it's dark. The lake is still in the dark, but if you wait a little bit longer, then the sun is coming down there too. And I'm going to mow the grass here between my beds, green beds, and it looks like that the passes are bigger than my where I plant my greens, but it's because the grass is hanging over to both sides. And it's really warmer again, 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. This is really warm for now. And the snow on the mountains is gone again. So it's a little pause, we can breathe once more before the winter comes. And the bumblebees are here again. And my Jerusalem artichoke, even this year, no bloom. The season is too short. Yes, it still looks very broad, but if you see here, there it begins, and there it begins. So it's only this broad when you really take away the grass that the mower don't take. So I have to trim it here at the sides too. And this looks better now, but as I said, I have to cut or trim the sides. But yeah, I'm going to see. I bought a little trimmer once, but I never tested it, so maybe it's time to test it. We plowed up the last potatoes and I picked them up, and now everything is in my cellar. So I have to sort through them, but they are harvested now, so our potatoes are ready. The weather forecast says we're going to have a lot of wind, stormy weather, so I'm going to take inside now everything that's not heavy enough here in my garden and even around the house. And I'm even going to take in this greenhouse now. I wanted to have it outside a little bit more because I have some herbs in there, but yeah, it's better to take it inside than to have it destroyed. I found 2 more cucumbers and a pumpkin. Do you already have your calendars for the next year? I have Norway calendars and even calendars of my art. These are the pictures of my art in the first calendar. And these are the art pictures in the second calendar. These are the Norway pictures from the first Norway calendar. And this the pictures of the second Norway calendars. 4 calendars for you to choose. For the first time we tested to let Odin and the new foal Tiny play together, and yes, it worked out. We didn't let them play a long time, only a little bit for the first time, but Tiny wants to play and that's a good thing.
Das lässt uns ja schon mal ablenken. Lass mal Bier in Ruhe.
Den ven, din kompis, ja. I'm going to weed these beds now, so that it at least looks like here in between, so that Andreas can mill these vegetables beds, so that I can have my horse manure here again over the winter, so that we can mill it once again in the spring, and then I can plant greens here again. My mini trimmer is working. It's working electrical, so it's very quiet. That what you hear now is Andreas with another motor. But I need protection glasses because I felt it. I got something in my face, so I'm going to have these protection glasses before I got something in my eyes. And then we tested for the first time the milling machine on our little 2-wheel tractor. This looks really good here too. And this row we stopped there because I have lettuce there and I'm not ready to take away everything. The same over there, I'm not ready with the weeds. So this is really good, and we wanted to get something ready milled here before it starts to rain tomorrow. It's going to rain a lot. Yeah, it's okay, it looks good, but yes, milling or plowing with this two-wheel tractor, how does this work? One thing we can say is, if you have a field that is flat, straight, then it's going to work really, really well. So if you are considering having something like that and you have a field and everything is flat, buy it, it's perfect. But here it's so steep, and when you try to mill or plow down the hill, then the machine, the tractor, is going too fast, even if it's on the lowest gear, and you have to hold it back. And Andreas did this, he held it back, but it's so steep and it's so wet, and it's difficult because everything is so wet and you glide away with your shoes. So it was really, really, really hard work for him, and if it's hard work for him, I have no chance. Yesterday it hadn't rained. It rained a few days. Tonight it rained, and yesterday it hadn't rained. And there he tested it in our potato field, and then he tested to mill up the hill. Then the machine, the tractor and the milling machine, goes really, really, really slow. That's okay because it's milling good. And the soil is perfect afterwards. But it's really, really slow. But it rained tonight, and now the soil is wet, and now it's not possible. It's not possible to mill up the hill. So therefore we milled down the hill, and yeah, it really was a lot of work. So he's exhausted now, and yeah, we want to see if he wants to see if we can make some changes so that it's going to be better. But yeah, we are not sure if we maybe need to have something else here for milling my beds here for my greens. We will see. We can always sell this tractor again because it's a really good machine. It's old, but it's it doesn't. It's worth the same when we sell it because it's a good machine, but you have to have it flat. Yeah, so that's our experience here now, but we will see. Maybe if we make some changes, maybe it's going to work. And here you can see the difference between before and after milling. In the first picture I only had taken away the weeds a little bit, so that's not long weeds, so that I don't turn in the milling machine. And then after we milled it. And then the storm came.